There were a lot of issues in the past with my predecessor. In fact, let me say this very categorical. If I were him, I would resign and face all the allegations against me. And that would have been more honorable, because from all the information we're getting, my predecessor was fully involved in some of these banditry issues. Typical is the fact that there was a permanent secretary when his children were abducted. And it was unfortunate that he had to pay ransom through the government house. And it was also very clear, based on all the allegations, that bandits were being kept at government house. There are so many issues. So for me, honestly, if I were him, I'll step aside and face this allegation until I clear my name before I come back and continue my job. That should have been more honorable. And how can you imagine all these allegations against him, and he's still the Minister of Defense? I mean, that is unfair. This man could have been honorable, stay aside, face all these allegations, clear his name, and then come back and continue to do whatever he wants to do. Whether he wants to remain as minister or he wants to do something else, that would have been more honorable as far as I'm concerned. If I'm in that position, believe me, I'll put in my resignation letter.
Well, Your Excellency, he has not been nailed by the EFCC. So why do you think he should have been probed before taking up the appointment?
In May last year, 2023, there was this allegation of misappropriating over 70 billion naira. And when we took over, we realized that 70 billion was a child's play compared to what we have. And all this information are before the EFCC. And I wonder how this guy was cleared by the security operatives before it's confirmed.
The ISIS. So before we go there, listen to this man that told you that I just want to prove you, or Nigerians, I want to prove to them that their leaders have been lying to them. Listen to this.
Northwest has become the epicenter of bandit activities in the country. This is due to the activities of bandits who daily terrorize the people through kidnappings, financial exploitation, and killings. This briefing by the military is to provide an update on the ongoing efforts to rid the Northwest of bandits and to reassure the people of their safety. On the alleged imposition of levy on communities by the terrorist kingpin Bello Turgi, the Chief of Defense Staff advised residents not to give in to terrorist threats and that the notorious terrorist will soon be captured.
The intention of the bandits is to just show that they are present. It is acts of criminality, and that's why we're appealing to Nigerians not to provide any support. If you remember the last time we had this issue where our APC was, the MRAB was bogged down and the terrorists came, it was some people that called them and told them that the troops were having issues with their vehicle and they should come around, and they came in mass. That was what exactly happened. And the issue of Turgi, like I said, it's just a deranged individual that feels power, but I can bet you that it's just a matter of time. A matter of time, we're going to get this, and I can assure you, within the shortest possible time, we're going to address that issue on paying. On the issue of payment, that is what they live on, and it shows you the desperation they are in.
The security chief also promised to rejig the security architecture in the Northwest to make it more efficient. This includes arming communities to be able to defend themselves as first responders.
Really, we have overviewed the entire operation and realized that we need to harmonize our operations together. If you notice, we have Operation Hadarin Daji and Operation White Stroke, both within the Northwest region.
You know why I'm playing this? I want you to listen to the lies they are telling. This is the last lies he told you. The lies of Operation White Stroke and the Tunji, or whatever he called it. This is the last lie he came out to tell last week. And this last week, after lying how they are going to finish all the terrorists and wipe them away, this man came out and said this. Listen.
We know where these guys are. We know where they live. We know their parents.
You know them
Why?
as a government.
Of course we do. They live with the same community we live.
So why is it difficult to get them?
That is the $1 million question that I should ask you.
We are trying to understand, for those of us who are now conversant with Zamfara, have never been there, and we hear you as a chief security officer speak tonight to say you know these people, but yet you can't get them. It's a head scratcher. The story that was out there with the change of the commandant was that he raised some concerns and accusations that the outfit is not being equipped and is not being funded to fight the war you have set it up for. And then he was changed a couple of weeks after.
That is not true. If you had listened to the police when he was arrested and interrogated, it was a different story. Well, it all depends on classification.
Okay, I want you to get the message. So when you see Musa telling you that they will arrest them, they will finish them up, they will bomb them up, they will fight them all, I want you to get the message. Musa also knows them, knows their houses, knows their community. They live in the same community the governor of the state told us. Yet, Musa is busy forming white stroke oppression, crocodile knot oppression, elephant die oppression in the north. Why are you forming all this? Why don't you go to the houses of these people that are terrorizing the land and apprehend them? No. Why? Because they are covered by the same immune that cover Musa, that cover the governor, that cover everybody. Because their oga na the same person wey Musa they call oga. Their oga na the same person wey be oga to the governor. I don't know if you are getting me. It's like people that were employed by the same persons. You are in the same rank. You cannot dispose the other person. You cannot dismiss the other person. You cannot sack the other person. Not only oga, una oga get right to sack and to employ. You don't have right to walk from your office to the office of the other person and tell him stop. Oga will only tell you what to do about that person. You are following instructions. You are working on instructions. Musa is telling you that they will fight insecurity and finish insecurity. Is he not the same terrorist they are looking for that has been crowned a king in a community in Zamfara? And he is still there. He has not been dethroned by anybody. He is still king in Zamfara. To prove myself right, I will find the video before we go. But I want to tell you that when you hear these people telling you they are going to do this, hold on, let me look for the where that man was crowned the king, so that I will be vindicated again. Bandit. The band. Let's see if I can see the news. Okay. Emir Tobans. Okay, good. Here's the video. Because it's good that what talking will be showing you, so you will see and so you will understand. I dey like if I dey talk, I dey show you. I dey like if, because our own is that when we look, we forget. These are the same people they tell you they are looking for. Remember, we will read this update. My battery 100 steps. Okay. Remember, These people are the same people they tell you they are looking for. People that are living in houses. The same way they are looking for Yahaya Bello. And when they see him, oh, sure, sir. Anything for the boys? Sure, sir. Oga, how are you now? Oga, hungry day for boys, but you go find them something. That is the same Oga where they look for. That is Nigeria for you. I got the video. Let me play it quickly for you to see that I'm not lying. For YouTube to see that I'm not lying. I want you to see it. Where is the video? Before we continue.
The worsening banditry in the northwest is taking more dangerous dimensions. The emir of Jandontun Daji in Zamfara State, Aliyu Marafa, has banned a wanted terrorist, Adamu Yankuzo, popularly known as Ade Aleru, as a sacking for.
Are you getting the message? This Alero is one of the dreadest, wicked, dangerous terrorists they have in the north. Very dangerous. And the emir that is under the Nigerian government to ban him. I am just trying to make you understand this Musa. When you see Musa coming to tell you he will finish the terrorists on the 1 week, they have finished them. I want you to know that they do not do anything to these people. What they do is just once in a while, they will try and fight, exchange fire. Maybe 1 or 10 of them will be, or 3 of them will fall. This is after about 1,000 or thousands of soldiers must have been died. So I want you to listen. So when you hear this man talking, you will understand what he's telling you. They are looking for the terrorists. They know where they are. They are looking for these terrorists they call bandits. In today's program, I know say after this one, I don't know what will happen. Try and like this program for me. Like this video. Because yesterday on they still hold them. So what I'm saying is this. These people are looking for these people they call bandits when they know their houses, when they know their vicinities, when they are living in the same community, when these people can come to your shop and purchase something. These people are driving cars that are registered in your own government name, not in your own government offices. They go to market, they cook food, they eat, they have families, they live with their family. And you are looking for them on the social media. You can imagine what I'm saying. But you don't have to look for Nnamdi Kanu on social media. You have to go all the way to Kenya to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu. But when it comes to terrorists, you will always look for him on the social media. Listen, I will not interject or say anything or interrupt. I want you to just listen to the end.
Serki Fulani of the Emirates. More than 100 terrorists were said to have attended the ceremony. The emir said he made Aleru a chief to ensure lasting peace in the area. Let's share some of the visuals with you. I thought it was a joke initially, until I saw this visual.
Alhamdulillah, wata yake da Musa Haruna ke jama'a barka da fama a daidai wannan lokaci da za a gudanar da wannan bikin gajin sarauta domin ba dole sai samun zama lafiya a wannan yanki wannan masarauta da kuma karamar mulkin sa gaba ɗaya. Kamar yadda ne gani a kan da muna tare da kowayen kasa dan jihoga kuncin kargo da kuma
U.S. citizen, you can vote from here, and even here.
best expression I can use is, this is a calamity, Jide.
It's just unbelievable. I was speaking with a friend of mine. You know, I have friends from northern Nigeria that we don't speak any language except Hausa. They will first ask me, have you seen this video? Did you hear this? You know? And I was telling him, I said, Anna is Kanchi Akasana, that people are misbehaving in this country. That's what I told him, because I didn't know what else to say. You can't, the governor has deposed two emirs. Emir of Zurmi, Emir of Dansadao. You know, Dansadao is the place where you have that forest. And there's not banditry in the place. It was discovered that these two emirs were conniving with bandits. So the governor sacked them. He fired them after he set up a panel that found them guilty. I can't imagine that even after that, this is a new emirate. They just created this emirate not more than a month ago. It's a brand new emirate with a brand new emir. And one of the earliest things this emir could think of doing is to bring a man who is known to have killed so many people, who is known to have robbed many women of their husbands, turned them to widows, turned children to orphans.
A policeman in the uniform.
They attended the event. This is how bad it is in our country. Now tell me why you think a soldier will feel comfortable to put his life on the line when he can see that politicians and the people who should know are conniving. You want to go and risk his life. You accuse soldiers of not doing enough, and they post soldiers to those areas they are not doing enough.
Would this in any way not dampen the morale?
Why won't this demoralize soldiers? And you know why it makes no sense to negotiate with these people. We are all aware. Masari, Governor Masari did it. He regretted it. After like 6 months, they went back to banditry. Yari did it. He regretted, they went back. These guys are known to, after a while, once that cheap money is not coming again, they go back to banditry. So if you are saying that you made him Serikin Fulani because you wanted to encourage him to embrace peace, how are you sure that that peace will endure? How are you sure that they won't go back?
Now I know fit hold them. They have to persuade them. They have to persuade them, giving them money, giving them crowns. You, as a Biafran, even you as a Yoruba man, who have ever approached you as a criminal, you are, with a crown, with money, with contracts, with offer that if you stop doing one chance, you become a governor, you become a president, you become a minister. Have you seen such a thing? They have to beg them to accept this crown, Sariki Funani land, the greatest title in Funani land. Police was there, army was there, local government chairmen were there, probably governors' representatives were there.
Now I know, why we are in this present state. Because the security architecture and the audacity for this man to sit down, maybe for hours, I wasn't there, but at least for hours, to be turbaned.
Nothing happened.
And he went unchallenged.
No, you even missed out a point. Over 100 bandits were in attendance.
Yes.
That's the key word.
They came unprotected. They didn't bring their guns.
100 bandits.
They didn't bring their guns.
This is just a confirmation. This is a confirmation of what Sonny Abacha said, or was purported to have said.
No, he didn't say it.
As in, no, they are sure that
There's no records that Abacha said it.
Okay, let's say somebody said it. That
Or Nigerians invented that story.
Or invented the story just
that
to tell you
Abacha
that
says it.
at a point in time, certain things cannot go on without the connivance of people in power. And this is a confirmation. Because the man who just go near.
So they didn't come armed, Jide.
They
didn't come there.
No, they came without their weapons. Knowing nobody would.
And they
I have
back.
a video of them riding into the venue.
And they went back.
They had it in a school. They rode into the premises. They didn't have their guns.
So when I am talking, and they give proof, I know they just talk. I don't block. I expose the evil wickedness of the people you called Nigeria. Do you have any reason not to support Biafra? I wonder the reason anybody have for not supporting Biafra. Now, this is Matawale, former ex-governor of Zamfara. I will try and read the news for you can see information shows Matawale was fully involved in banditry. Zamfara State Governor, the same governor that told you that these people are not secrets, they are not spirits, they are human beings that are in the communities, but he cannot arrest them because he don't have the power to arrest them. Now, listen. Where is the news now? Now go there by the side. Where I go enter side now? These people self on a to do. How the news can go there by the side now? So now they do. Or for myself. Okay, you can see the news now. I'll be reading it. Now, Zamfara State Governor Dauda Lawal has alleged that his predecessor and the current Minister of State for Defense, Bello Matawale, look at him, current minister, look at him, okay, these people, you cannot copy anything from them. By the way, this is a news from the Guardian, Nigeria Guardian. Current Minister of State for Defense, Bello Matawale, was involved, and he's still involved because he has no hands up in banditry activities. There were a lot of issues in the past with my predecessor Lawal said. In fact, let me say this very categorically. If I were him, I would resign and face all the allegations against him. That would have been more honorable, because from all the informations we are getting, my predecessor was fully involved in some of these banditry issues. Typical is issues, okay. Typical is the fact that there was a permanent secretary whose children were abducted. It was unfortunate that he had to pay ransom through the government house. You know, there are so many issues describing Matawale's appointment as Minister of State for Defense by President Bola Tinubu as unfair to the people of Zamfara. Lawal advised the former governor to resign from his position and clear his name. So for me, honestly, If I were him, I would step aside and face this allegation until I clear my name, because coming back to continue my job, he added, that would have been more honorable. And how can you imagine all these allegations against him? And he is still the Minister of Defense. I mean, that is unfair. This man could have been honorable, stayed aside the first, or anywhere, to cut the whole long story short. You've seen the news. You've seen it that I'm not lying. I've proven it to you from every ratification that everything I say here is correct. This is in the Guardian Nigerian News. You can go and read. The other one you watched before is still in the Nigerian television, TVC News. I'm advertising them. Go there, type Emir Toban's bandit leader. Just it go show. There are many of themselves. Just choose one there and listen to. Even in Google, is there news? You can find one and read for yourself. I just want us to get the message directly that the only way out is freedom. It's either freedom or nothing. So who is not getting it now have lost it all. It's either freedom or nothing. I will stop this program here. And I'm begging you, help me not to lose this channel as well. Like this video for me, please. Like the video for me. I beg you. If you say I beg you, make you like my program, make it big, but like it for me. You see, Emmanuel Remigius lost his channel, although he's not already gone, but it's about to be gone. It's about to be gone by Ikenga. People are busy reporting what we are doing because they are enemies, or they are our enemies. They made themselves our enemies. But there is God that keeps us. That's why I try as much as possible not to bring their faces into my program or their voices, because one day if you wake up, will come destroy your channel because they are angry that you are bringing Biafra. Support this freedom now. Support this freedom now. You have so many reasons why you must support this freedom. Mazenam, the kind of video which I'm going to play before we go, say many people have died for this freedom. And many are still dying. Support this freedom now. Thank you so much for being part of this program. God bless you. And bye for now.
Have mercy on we, Biafra. Lord, give us a freedom. Have mercy on we, Biafra. And give us a freedom. Oh Lord, have mercy on we, Biafra. And give us a freedom. Father, we need our leader. Prophet, we need our leader. We need our leader.